Hey everyone! Imagine discovering that a loved one's marriage was nothing more than a transaction. A deal made not for love, not for companionship, but for a price. What happens when a marriage is revealed to be a sham? And can it be undone? Today, we discuss the recent High Court's decision in Kee Cheong Keng and Dinh. This case sheds light on the legal consequences of sham marriages and how the law safeguards the sanctity of marriage. It is a fascinating intersection of family law, immigration policies, and estate succession issues. This case revolves around the husband, Kee Cheong Keng, a Singaporean man, and Dinh Thi Thu Hien, a Vietnamese woman. On the 14th of May 2013, the two were lawfully married in Singapore. But was this truly a marriage? Fast forward to 18 June 2017. The husband died intestate, meaning that he left no will. He was the sole owner of an HDB flat, and in the eyes of the law, his wife, the defendant, stood to inherit his estate, which included the HDB flat. However, his elderly mother, the plaintiff, who had lived with him, soon faced an obstacle. Because the husband was still legally married, his mother could not apply for a grant of letters of administration to manage his estate. The law saw his wife as the primary beneficiary. But there was a problem. The mother argued that this so-called marriage was a sham and should be nullified. The mother claimed that her son had admitted to her and other family members that he never intended to have a real marital relationship with the wife. According to the mother, her son had confessed during a family dinner in September 2013 that he entered into the marriage purely for financial gain. He had been approached by so-called marriage agents or matchmakers who promised him a deal: marry a foreign national in exchange for a $3,000 down payment and $400 in monthly installment payments. This was in essence a marriage of convenience. However, shortly after the marriage was registered, the wife defaulted on her monthly payments and completely disappeared. She never lived with her husband, never performed any duties as his wife, and never attempted to communicate with him. In desperation, the husband lodged a police report on the 29th of September 2013, claiming that he had returned home to find his wife missing. But the mother pointed out a critical inconsistency. Her son had been unemployed for nearly all of 2013, so he could not have been returning home from work. The police report, she argued, was merely a formality to document that the wife had abandoned the marriage. Even more telling, when the husband died in 2017, the wife never attended his wake or funeral, nor did she make any claim to his estate. She had vanished without a trace. And yet, because she was still legally recognized as his wife, she stood to inherit his assets. The mother, now 74 years old and working as a cleaner, found herself in a precarious situation. She had lived in the HDB flat for years, but without the ability to obtain the grant of letters of administration, she risked losing everything. The court had to determine two major issues. Was this marriage a sham? In other words, was it entered into solely for financial gain or immigration-related benefits without any genuine intent to form a marital relationship? If it was a sham, could the court declare it void? Singapore law has strict provisions regarding void marriages, but not all sham marriages are automatically voidable. The mother, supported by the testimonies of the husband's siblings, made the following points. First, the marriage was purely transactional. The husband entered into it for money, while the wife likely sought immigration benefits. Second, the couple never lived together, never had any relationship, and the wife vanished soon after the marriage was registered. The husband even lodged police reports, further proving that he saw the marriage as nothing more than a regrettable financial arrangement. The mother had lived with the husband at the HDB flat and had never once saw the wife there. None of the husband's family members had ever met the wife, nor did they know who the marriage witnesses were. This is where the case takes an interesting turn. The wife was completely uncontactable and did not appear in court. The mother had gone to great lengths to locate her, even hiring a lawyer in Vietnam to find her address. When those efforts failed, the mother obtained court permission to serve her a notice via a Vietnamese newspaper advertisement. Still, the wife remained missing, leaving the court to decide the case based solely on the mother's evidence. After reviewing the evidence, Justice Chu Han Teck ruled in favor of the mother. The marriage was clearly a sham. The couple never lived together, and there was no evidence of any real marital relationship. The wife likely entered the marriage for immigration purposes, while the husband agreed to it for financial gain. The court noted that the Singapore Women's Charter was amended in 2016 to explicitly void marriages of convenience. But this marriage predated that change. However, the court found another legal route. The husband and the wife had made false declarations under the Women's Charter when they registered their marriage. Under Section 16(2)(a), a couple must declare that their marriage does not violate any laws. Yet their marriage contravenes Section 57(c)(1) of the Immigration Act. As a result, the court declared the marriage void, ensuring that the wife could not inherit any portion of the husband's estate. This case highlights a crucial point. Singapore takes a firm stance against sham marriages. Even if laws were not in place at the time to explicitly void such arrangements, public policy considerations allow courts to step in and prevent abuse. It also reminds us that deception and impermanence go hand in hand. The wife sought a short-term benefit but ultimately lost everything. The material world is fleeting, and chasing after ill-gotten gains often leads to downfall. Thanks for joining me in this case summary. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.